it's not violent. It's a documentary with speed cubers.
About Rubik's cubes.
Oh,
It's
is
a
it though?
documentary.
Is it
It's-
about Rubik's cubes?
No.
It's about. Oh man, I'm
So you
tearing
wanna
up already,
explain
man.
it?
I'm
You wanna-
tearing up. No, man,
I'm
I
tearing
can't.
up.
I can't do it. I can't do
Okay.
it. You do it, man. You do it.
So
You told us about
Speed
this.
Cubers is a documentary about these two kids, I would say now. And they're basically, it's like the world's best Rubik's Cube solver, and then the guy who's coming up behind him to now be the world's best Rubik's Cube solver, and like how their friendship comes through. But like the plot twist of this whole thing is that one of them has extreme autism. So watching him growing into like this person with like empathy and stuff. So it's a really interesting documentary. And I feel it's more about the relationship between these two guys than it is about speed cubing. I don't know.
1,000%.
Yeah. I mean, it's
1,000 times.
the cubing is the mechanism that drives this relationship, right? It's like the thing that they have in common.
It's
And
like
they-
watching Queen's Gambit, right? Like chess is there to drive the story,
Yeah,
but the story is the friendships we make along the way.
dude. Yeah,
Ooh.
dude.
It's deep.
Like Felix Zemdegs and Mark Park. Felix is the Australian.
Max Park.
Oh, Max
Yeah.
Max Park.
Yeah, Max Park.
Yeah, Max
Yeah.
Park. he's Max Park is the guy with autism. Felix Zemdeg is Australian, right?
Yes.
This
Mhm.
guy's was the world champion for like ever.
He had all the world records and
All the world
stuff.
records.
He's like a
Yeah.
prodigy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Max came along and just started breaking all the records.
This is one that if you didn't watch it, don't let us spoil it. You got to watch it first.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because we can't take the moments away from people.
there's a lot of
It hit me.
yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely you're gonna need some Kleenex for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I'm not even gonna lie. I cried like throughout this whole thing. It's a 40-minute
yeah.
documentary, and I'm just like tearing up every 10 minutes. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. You
Like-
said that it hit you right in the feels,
Mhm.
and I was like, it's about a Rubik's cube, man. Suck it up. What are you talking about? And I was like, I'm gonna watch this. I was gonna watch half last night and half today.
Mhm.
Because I was like, I gotta watch this before the podcast, and I got sucked in, and then Carly got sucked in. We were watching this, we were all crying, we're bawling together. Oh, it's a beautiful.
Yeah,
moment.
dude. Like, it's just like I don't know if I guess I'll say with spoiler alert, but like the thing that Felix said at the end, when he's all grown up now, he's a professional. He doesn't do this full time, so. Of course, he didn't do great at the 2019 Worlds, but it was in Australia. It was in his home country,
Mhm.
and they asked him like, "What was the best thing about this year's competition?" It was like it was at his home country, so his
Mhm.
friends could come and see this and be part of it. And I it's cool, right? Because and like Mexi and I are from the same hometown, but none of the stuff that we do, that we ever done, that we experienced, like none of our like anybody back home can't do it because we left and everybody stayed behind. So it's like, yeah, I understand that. Like if anything that I do, I cannot share with anybody because they won't understand. They won't like anytime we go to PAX or anytime we go to like these gaming conventions, all these things is like this culture or this experience cannot be shared, and it's
Right.
it's a beautiful moment, man.
It's fair.
That's my out of my I'll get off my soapbox.
Nah, man. It's
Huh?
to me, it was just like, how to explain it, seeing Felix being such a friend to Max. Like, oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was he's 100%.
They were the biggest
bro, man.
competitors. Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
even knowing like such like the empathy that Felix had for Max is like so admirable, because no matter what, like Max is beating him, he's like, but to Max it's like, are you like, to him it's like, are you proud of me, Felix? Like he's not trying to be
Yeah.
competitive.
Right.
Oh man, yeah, I know that feeling too. I mean, I don't have an older brother, and I always wanted to like know what that feels like. Mexi and I are pretty close. We
Mhm.
bust each other's balls, and we're kind of like peers. But it's like having that person that you look up to. It's like I feel like I don't know, like yeah, dude. I it's
Yeah, and I was like, I would like at towards the end where he's all like, I felt bad because like he didn't even care that Felix didn't qualify or win, but the fact that Max didn't do it, and he was so worried about how Max was gonna feel because he's autistic, he doesn't handle his emotions very well. So
Uh-huh.
just him being there and being like, it's okay, we didn't get a podium this time, but next time, I was just like, oh my
I
god,
know, man.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I get chills just thinking about it because
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
it's such a sweet moment. I don't know what I was expecting when I watched this. I just like sitting there Saturday night and I was just like, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, you didn't know what you were
It
gonna
was a
get
good
into.
it was a good
Yeah.
find. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I watched it.
It's a shock.
So I 100% recommend. It is definitely not like if you're feeling down already, please just don't watch it. Like,
No,
See,
it's
it's
a
not
feel
sad, but
good
it's like
movie.
I don't know.
I think it picks you up. I mean, you
Does
cry,
it?
but
I
you
don't
cry
know.
like happy tears, right?
I was super dude. Okay, so I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, just
Uh,
spoil it.
Like when the mom is talking about Max and how she's
this
autistic,
is my biggest moment. Yes. Talk about.
and
Sorry.
then
Go ahead.
you want to say no? You can bring it
No,
up. If you
you.
want.
No,
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same one. I don't. Go ahead. You start it.
So when he's a child and stuff, so they can't interact with Max, but the mom is just trying to learn how to interact with him, and she's just like, I was just there until one day where he like let me into his little cave or something,
Oh,
and then
man.
closed the door on his dad,
Ah.
and I was just like, oh my
Oh
god,
yeah, that was
Like,
good too.
he's
Yeah.
finally understanding. Like, like I don't have kids, but I can understand like
You have
not
feelings, man. You have feelings. Okay, that's all you need.
Yeah.
No, like I can imagine how hard it can be for a parent to be like, I can't interact with my child, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that was
So
rough.
that's why it hit me in the feels because I was like, man, if I couldn't communicate with my kids, like it would be so hard, man. It's
Yeah.
like devastating. I can already I can
Mhm.
feel that.
Yeah, that's my biggest moments were about the parents. It was slightly different. The
Mhm.
one that came to mind was when his mom said she doesn't think that Felix knows how big of an impact he has on Max's life.
Yeah,
Because they they were friends and competitors, but like he was a big deal in his life. And then the
yeah,
other thing was like the dad was saying like when he loses and he deals with it okay, or like he doesn't freak out, like that's a huge win for us because he has like emotional he's
hmm
gaining that emotional thing. It's like
maturity.
Rubik's cubing like saved his life. It gave
Mhm.
him
Yeah,
an
yeah,
outlet. It gave him a way to learn. It was really cool.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome. So I know we already spoiled the shit out of the show, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's still worth watching because
yeah,
you're gonna see it. They'll tell it better. I mean, you'll get it from the horse's mouth,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
There's a lot
yeah.
of little scenes where you see like their friendship, and it's amazing. Like the
Yeah.
dinner scene,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
where Felix is just telling Max like, "Hey Max, you need to eat more greens," and
yeah,
Max is
exactly.
like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
yeah. It's like, hey
this,
man, get some greens too. Yeah, it's like
this guy
oh,
like I don't want to say he has so much, but he has so much respect for the guy's just
yeah.
like, okay, like you're right, you're right.
It's like an older brother. It's like
Yeah.
look on
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
to look up to. It's like beautiful, man. It's like I just hearing that like makes you
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I don't know. I felt sad because like I don't know. Maybe I'm empty inside. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why I felt sad, but
No,
I
man,
guess
it's
it
a
just feel good. It just feel good.
It no, it's sad because you can understand like how difficult this is for Felix to not being able to express himself fully because he's so worried about Max, but also the parents to be so concerned about their son all the time.
Yeah.
But you feel good because you see Max like he has this really good friend and like you don't see him freak out. Like he cries, right? And I think anybody would cry
I mean,
losing
yeah,
a
you would
world
have to.
champion,
Exactly. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like he handled it so well and like he's like it's okay and like you can see Max also worried about Felix, right? Because he was all
Yeah.
like it's okay, we didn't get a podium, but next time. And you're like, you see, like he understands that Felix is sad too.
Yeah, but okay, so I think I can pinpoint now why I'm sad because I know this is gonna end, right? Felix
Mhm.
cannot be cubing for the rest of his life. He's older now, right?
Yeah,
So now you can already saw him going down in the rankings because he doesn't have enough time to practice because he now has a real job and he has like to go
yeah,
and have
Yeah.
friends outside of life. So
and
I know this is all ending, and that's why I think it feels sad because all the good moments, all the good memories all the competition is like it's gonna end for Felix because he has to move on.
Yeah, and they even
Yeah,
talk
but
about that.
Yeah.
They're like, as you get older, you don't keep as much.
yeah, and that they said he's starting his career and that sort of thing. But he made such a good friend. You have to think that he's going to be there for Max going forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
If he, it was a big time. It was cool.
yeah.
Now I feel weird again. Ah, dang it.
There's no. I think this documentary is perfect. It's very concise. It's 40 minutes, so it's not like it's a huge time sink. Highly recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat, like actually, literally on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
40 minutes went by fast. I wanted more, but it was perfect. It was
Yes,
well
perfect.
told.
Yeah. Yeah, and it ended like it was, I mean, it went up to present time, right? Which is 2019, I guess.
2020. 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it came out
2020.
like 20. Yeah, they. So
It
the
came
event
out,
was
but that was-
2019, and
yeah.
it came out in 2020.
You know what? You know what I really like about it. And one more thing, it's like they made you they didn't make you feel. I don't think they made you feel bad for Max. It kind of opens your eyes to autism and that they're you know you shouldn't really feel bad for him because they can find their outlet. And like Felix treated him, he didn't treat him like a child. He like treated him like a person.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause he
a lot of
wasn't-
times,
Yeah.
people treat others with special needs kind of like beneath them, like children, and they talk down to them, and and I mean, to a certain extent, I don't know, going down the rabbit hole, but you can say their mental capacity is at whatever level. But I think it's best to do it like Felix did. Treat him like a person. Treat him like an equal.
Mhm.
It was cool. It was cool to see.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
That's great.
again, watch it. It'll be good. You won't regret it.
Ride
You
that
might
feels
get-
train with us.
Yeah.
You might get into cubing. I for a second I was almost bought a cube. I was like, you know what? I don't need to get into this. I already have enough stuff going on. Anyway.
You're like, maybe I'm special needs.
Oh, damn. And with that, WandaVision.